Good morning. We're going to work on capital letters and lowercase letters today. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see the worksheet. Everybody should have this worksheet printed out. If you don't have it printed out, you can work with me on the computer and you can print it out afterwards. If you do have the worksheet, please make sure you have a pencil so that we can write. I see Grace is ready. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to match the capital letters to the lowercase letters. We're going to match the big letters to the little letters. So I need some help. Raise your hand if you can help me with this first letter right here. Alicia. Alicia, what letter is this right here?
A.
A. And now I need your help finding the lowercase a. Let me get a straight line so that we can draw. All right, is this the
one on the other side?
Is this on the lowercase a?
No.
This one?
No.
This one?
No.
This one?
Yes.
Thank you, Alicia. So you can take your pencils right now and we're going to draw a line from the capital A to the lowercase a. These are both the same letters. Grace, can you help me with the next one? What letter is this?
B.
B. Where's my lowercase b? Is it right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Okay. Thank you, Grace. Go ahead and take your pencil and draw your line. All right, let's see. Hi, Levi. Hi, Levi. What letter is this? Do you know what letter this is? What sound it makes? Oh, I can't hear you. This letter right here makes the k sound. This letter is a capital C. Alicia, can you tell me where the k is on this side? Oh my, somebody's writing all over my screen.
Stop.
Alicia, little Alicia, can you tell me where the is? The little C? Is this it? No. Big Alicia, can you tell me, is this the C?
No.
Which one is it? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody can draw their line. We have two more left. Let's see, can you try the next one, the D by yourself? Can you find the matching D? Grace, did you find it?
Yep.
Yeah, where is it? Is it here?
No.
Here?
No.
This isn't the D?
Yes.
This is the D?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So I'm going to draw a line to match. We have one more left. We have our E. We're going to see if we can match this all the way up here. So those of you who joined my lesson where we talked a little bit about vowels, can you tell me which letters are the vowels, the blue ones or the pink ones? Raise your hand if you can tell me. Grace?
The blue ones.
The blue ones are the vowels. The pink ones, all of the other letters are called consonants. What I would like you to do now is to choose your pencil or whatever you're using to write with, and we're going to trace all of the letters together. Okay? So I'm going to start. I'm going to trace the capital A with my pencil. And then I'm going to follow my line. And then I'm going to trace the lowercase a. When you finish tracing them, give me a thumbs up so we can move on to the next letter. Yes, Grace?
I'm done tracing.
Thank you for letting me know. When you're done tracing the A, the capital, the big one, and the lowercase, the small one, you can go on to the B. Follow the directions on my screen so you can trace them. When you're ready to move on, give me a thumbs up so I know that you're ready to trace the C, the C. Thank you for the thumbs up, Alicia. I see you're ready. We'll wait just a moment. Let me see a few more thumbs up. You can put your thumb down, Alicia. Thank you for showing me. All right. I see a few more thumbs up, so we're going to go on to C. C. These two are really cool. They look the same. The uppercase C, the big C, is just a bigger version. Sometimes we also write our C's like this, with a little tail. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. If you're all finished with the C, you can give me a thumbs up. You have a question, Grace?
I'm done.
You're done with the C? Okay. I see Levi gave me a thumbs up. Alicia's giving me a thumbs up. I think we're ready to go on. The next one is D. There are two different ways to make a capital D in cursive. There's this one. There's There's also a different way where you make a loop at the bottom. I'll show you a little poster with all of the cursive letters on it that was also in the Google Documents. At the end, once we finish writing it, I'll show you more of the cursive letters. So once you finish the capital D, the big D, the uppercase D, you can move on to the lowercase d. Sometimes this one has a little tail too, just like the C. This one's very challenging to write in cursive. Don't worry, we're gonna practice more on the next page. So if you feel really challenged, that's okay, we'll keep practicing. Give me a thumbs up when you feel like you're ready to move on from the D. If you find it really challenging, that's okay. I think Grace is ready, Alicia's ready, Levi's ready. Okay, the last one is E. This one looks like a backwards number 3. And you can write it just like that. So go ahead and trace those. When you're all finished, you can give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're done tracing. When you finish tracing, you'll look up and see that there's a different worksheet on my screen. All right, you finished tracing? So we're not gonna practice writing them yet. On the back of your piece of paper, I made you writing paper to practice, but before we practice, we're gonna go over the letters here too. So if you don't have this worksheet printed out, that's okay. This is for looking at on the computer. So you don't need to have this one printed out. If you do, that's okay too. All right. So if you do have it printed out, you can get a pencil and you can trace with me. If you don't have it printed out, you can look at the screen. These are the letters that we worked on today. No. It's not letting me draw on it. Let's see if I can make a rectangle. Well, I have to share it again so that you can see it. There we go. Now you can see it. Okay. So let me show you the letters we worked on today. We worked on these letters today. This is how you might see them in the classroom. So if you have a pencil, you can practice tracing these. But I also really like to put these beside the letters when I'm writing them. So you can turn over to the worksheet that has the writing paper on it and practice writing them. And put this worksheet right beside it so that you can see it while you're writing. Okay? I see that Grace has it. Put that worksheet right beside it when you're writing. Okay. Now I'm going to go back so we can do the writing paper together. Raise your hand if you have any questions right now. Okay. So this is what your writing paper looks like. I made this writing paper for you so that you could practice tracing all of the letters before you practiced writing them. So I'm going to choose a color to write with for my computer. And I'm going to first trace the letters at the beginning. You can also have your letter paper, the one I just showed you, next to your writing work, okay? Once I trace the first letter, now I'm going to keep practicing writing it all the way until I finish the line. If you are finding it very challenging, you can go back and trace the letter again. Writing capital letters can be challenging because it's not something we've worked on before. It's okay to feel frustrated. When you have finished writing your capital A's, the big A's, you can give me a thumbs up. If you're raising your hand, I think you have a question for me. If you give me a thumbs up, I know you're done. When you're ready to move on, we'll practice the lowercase a's. And you'll do the same thing, you just trace. And see if you can write some by yourself. Something that you can do is put parchment paper on top of the letter worksheet that I gave you. Or sometimes your mom and dad might have clear plastic folders, and then you can use a dry erase marker to write on top of the letter worksheet. That way you can keep practicing. I'm going to keep writing until I finish the line. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to move on. I see Grace is working hard. If I'm moving too slowly or too quickly, then you can move at your own pace too. Yes, Grace, I see you have a question. Or are you just seeing what Zoom can do?
I'm just I don't have any questions.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. If you're already finished with the lowercase a's and you would like to move on, go ahead and move on. Just remember to trace the letter first and then keep going. It will probably take you more than just this video to master writing them. So it's okay if it looks a little bit funny and you feel like you still need to practice. You can print out the writing paper worksheet and you can practice writing them. You can trace them using parchment paper like we talked about. Or if you have something clear to put on top of it that you can write with dry erase marker on, that works really well too. You can also just print out this worksheet again and keep working on it if you want to. Your mom and dad might also know cursive and they can help you write them as well. I'm going to keep going and tracing my work, but you can go at your own pace. You can go faster than me or slower than me. Remember, you do have the little poster with all of the cursive letters as a printout, and you can practice writing using those to look at too. Remember, if you're feeling challenged, you can always go back and trace the big letters on the first page or the letters at the beginning of the line. If you have any questions, you can raise your hand. If you're all done, then you can be all done. Yes, Grace?
I'm all done.
You finished all of the writing?
Yeah.
So if you finished all of the writing, there's a blank line at the bottom for you to keep practicing. Can you choose one or two letters and practice them on the bottom line, Grace? A lot of us have mastered the lowercase letters. If you feel like you've mastered them, that's good. It's always good to keep practicing, but you can come back to them later if you want to focus on the uppercase letters. I've been practicing writing on the computer a lot. It's very challenging for me to write the letters on the computer. If you look at your letters and there's one that you really don't like and you want to fix it, you can always erase it and try again. The more you practice doing this, the easier it will feel. When you're at home, you can even get writing paper and practice the letters we didn't go over today. Next week, I'm going to go over some more uppercase letters. That way we can try to learn all of them. When Grace finished, I reminded her that we have an empty line at the very bottom of the page. You can use this to practice writing anything. You can choose any of the capital letters to practice. You could practice writing your name. We haven't had a lot of practice writing our name at home. I'm going to choose mine to write my name. If you don't want to write your name, you can also choose any letter. I think that I should practice writing my uppercase A's. They look a little bit funny with my computer. So I'm going to practice. Now I think I'm going to practice my uppercase D's. If you want to keep practicing, you could get a tray with some sand in it and trace it with your fingers. Or you can trace the letters on the first paper with your fingers too. There are a lot of different ways you can do this work. All right, friends, our time is almost up together today. So I'm going to tell you goodbye, but you can keep working on your worksheet at home. I made it so that it might take you longer than our 30-minute lesson, but that you can keep working on it when you have time. I don't want you to feel frustrated with your work. If it makes you feel like you're going to cry or makes you feel like you're mad, take a break. Go do some fun works and then come back and practice your handwriting. You can always practice your handwriting anytime, but I want you to keep practicing without feeling too frustrated, okay? Bye, everybody.
这是小朋友，
Bye.
什么小朋友？Grace。